Yo, welcome back to Off the Record. If you've been rocking with me, you already know I keep it all the way real about life out here in Thailand. No sugarcoating, no tourist brochure talk. And if you're new here, this ain't the place for fake smiles and fairy tales. Today we're talking about why Pattaya will test your discipline more than anywhere else on the planet. And trust me, I've seen it break some of the sharpest brothers I know. Let's get into it. Welcome to the battlefield you can't see. Pattaya ain't just another city. It's a battlefield, but the war is in your head. This ain't like being back home where temptation is a weekend thing. Here, it's Monday morning, Thursday afternoon, 4 a.m. on a Tuesday. It's everywhere, all the time. I've seen dudes come out here solid, gym every day, early to bed, money stacked, and in 30 days, they're a shell of themselves. Not because they're bad guys, but because this city runs a 24/7 hustle to separate you from your discipline. The streets here don't just call you, they whisper your name. That voice in your head that says, "I've worked hard, I deserve this." Pattaya amplifies it until it drowns out every other voice. The seduction of accessibility. Back home, you might have to plan a whole night just to meet women or hit the club. Here, you step outside and the party is already waiting for you. I remember walking down Soi Buakau in the middle of the afternoon. Not night, not weekend, broad daylight. And in the space of 2 blocks I had 3 girls wave me over from different bars, a dude offering me a bottle for special price, a motorbike taxi driver asking if I want lady, all before I even got where I was going. In Pattaya, pleasure is too accessible. That's the trap. You don't have to put in work, you don't have to wait. But the easier something is to get, the easier it is to overdo. The trap of just this once. Everybody thinks they can manage it. You tell yourself, "I'm just going out tonight because my boy's in town." Then it's Friday, I'll go again. Next thing you know, you're 3 weeks in, your sleep is trash, your bank account is thinner, and your focus is gone. I've seen this play out with guys I know personally. One brother came out here telling me, "Nah, man, I'm disciplined. I'm not going to be like these other dudes." Within a month, I'm watching him buy 2 bottles at the club on a Tuesday. He laughed it off, just this once. That once happened every week after that. The danger in Pattaya isn't one big bad decision. It's a bunch of little ones that pile up until you don't even notice how far you've drifted. How the city studies you. Pattaya is like a living, breathing organism. It studies you the same way a casino studies a gambler. Example, hit the same bar twice and they'll remember your name. They'll remember what you drink, how much you tip, even the type of women you talk to. And the next time you walk in, they'll have it all lined up. If you're into tall girls, somehow they'll be working that night. If you like to drink whiskey, they'll have the bottle already in your sight. It feels personal, but it's business. The city learns your patterns, and once it knows your triggers, it feeds them to you on a silver platter. The discipline killers. Discipline doesn't die all at once. It gets chipped away. There are 3 main killers in Pattaya. Routine without goals. If you wake up with nothing to work toward, the city will give you something to do, and it usually involves spending money and wasting time. I've seen guys who retire too early. They wake up with no plan, and the night starts creeping in earlier and earlier. Peer influence. You hang around with dudes who are in full vacation mode, and suddenly you're drinking and partying more than working on your grind. It's human nature to match the energy of your environment, and in Pattaya, that energy is often reckless. Emotional comfort. This one's sneaky. You meet a girl who makes you feel good, and you let that feeling justify skipping the gym, spending more than you planned, or letting business slide. The short-term high makes you forget the long-term cost. How to survive the test. You can survive Pattaya, but not by accident. You need a plan. Example, I've got a buddy who's been here 6 years and still runs his business, keeps his body right, and avoids the pitfalls. How? He only goes out twice a week, never back to back. He works in the morning when the city's quiet. He doesn't hang around dudes who live at the bar. It's not about being a monk. It's about being intentional. Set non-negotiables. Know your budget for nights out and stick to it. Have hobbies and work that keep you busy during the day so the nightlife doesn't own your schedule. Pattaya doesn't care who you were before. You could have been disciplined back home, but that means nothing here. Pattaya has humbled athletes, businessmen, and soldiers. Men who thought their self-control was unshakable. If you want to leave this city with your dignity intact, you have to fight for it every single day. This isn't about avoiding fun. It's about controlling it before it controls you. Walk like a man who can't be bought. Live like your future depends on your choices. Because in Pattaya, it does. This is Off the Record. Stay sharp, stay focused, and don't let the city write your story for you. Hit that like button, subscribe for more game. I'm gone.